Alright, my vlogging sucks. I need to start vlogging more, but I don't really take it serious because I don't know if I'm trying to do that or not. But anyway, I don't remember where we left off, but the Stagia is completely in disarray. It's tore apart. Van is turned on. I have a van now. Turned on, using it for what the van is used for, to go get parts. Now, sponsorships. All the carbon fiber parts I've had, I've gotten a pretty good deal on, so I gotta consider that, and basically he agreed he would be sponsoring me. So Carbon Fiber Ethics would be my first sponsor, and I should have touched on that before, and I apologize to him for that, but it's whatever, we're moving forward. I've been putting his product out there, I've had multiple people go to him, so it's whatever, I've done my part. He's my sponsorship, my man. Now, Stagia's apart for a reason. We've landed another sponsorship. Here is a small hint. Ugh. Right now, we have no suspension in there. If you know, you know. So, hop in the van. I think I got about an hour drive. I'm actually gonna pick up the sponsorship parts and check him out, see if he'll let me maybe take some shots of the shop, because this shop's really dope for a home shop. Really, really cool. And I'm actually going to the carbon fiber guy, but he's not home. we're gonna hit up his dad, Papa Carbon, and we're gonna grab the hood, because the hood needs done. But either way, I'll update you as we go. If I see anything dope, maybe I'll whip out the camera. Alright, we made it and we're here. Open up the van.
V-Lock?
So basically,
really? Oh, maybe.
Well, you said you needed, like, that, yeah, wasn't that one of that was one of the requirements.
When your car
no,
is done.
let's get this. That was one of the requirements, was vlog footage.
So we are vlogging done,
when the car is done, but we are vlogging everything. I'm telling you.
This is gonna look sick in the stage.
So people don't even know. So we're gonna whip it around and show them, because if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Ugh. She's getting bagged. It's happening. It's gotta happen. I want a drag frame, but I can't put myself to do it statically, so we're gonna be smart about it, and we're bagged.
I don't know, you can drive static in these bags, dude.
Yeah, but that's just not smart on a JDM Legend. Come on.
No. So yeah, everything is here. So I put all the like little stuff. All the springs are here, but these are the slims. So they don't really take up that much space. They inflate a little bit more to about this much, right? But everything's retained, like your dampness and.
So basically, just give a quick rundown. Tell the people what you do.
Oh, geez. Air suspension, primarily. Air suspension. And one of the things that makes us a little bit unique in Canada is that I do conversions, and what that is that you can convert coilovers, for example, into air suspension. So we have specialized kits that allow you to convert certain coilovers to air suspension. And it saves a lot of cost, and if you have relatively new coilovers, then it's definitely worth to do it, because essentially on air strut, that's all it is a valved coilover with a custom bag. So you can buy an air strut, say from Airlift or D2, which are all amazing brands. I love them to death. I'm their dealer and stuff, but there's not necessarily, you don't need to buy that if you have a good set of coilovers. Like these are BCs, and we've taken BC coilovers. Bang, you have a full bag that makes this the full air strut. You know, nothing short or different from what you have in terms of an air suspension setup that you would buy from Airlift or anybody else. So we do offer full air struts as well, but this is a great choice. And I think when you go back with your project, dude, like, I mean, I love static. I have static cars, and you can slam it all the way to the ground. But the problem is it looks awesome when it's driving and it's only at one height, but if you go over bumps, or if you go like in Toronto, our roads are crap, you go to a show, you can say goodbye. Like,
Well,
front lip, right?
Well, that's the thing. See,
They
this
can
man.
still drive low, man.
Well, that's the thing. The last time I was here, this man's like, I'm like, you see my ride height, blah, blah, and he's like, you're low. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm low. People tell me I'm not low, but I've already dusted a carbon lip. There was $900 down the drain already, so I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. So we're bagged. That's what's happening.
But the thing is with a good air suspension setup, like especially with slim bellows, it's a triple ply bellow, which I like to use. And the beauty of it is you don't have as much lift as you would have on like sleeves or regular bags, right?
Okay.
But it's designed for you to actually still drive low. So it's taking the beating. Whereas, for example, a lot of the other suspension setups are sleeves. When you don't put a lot of air into a sleeve, it's sort of like you're tearing fabric. Because it's not as like the sleeve becomes fully inflated when there's a lot of air in it. But when you deflate it, it's basically just sort of really thin bag that doesn't have a defined bellow setup. With the bellows, because they don't require as much air to sort of get inflated, and it's a bellow. It's a much thicker ply rubber bag. You can actually drive low. So I have dudes that are like driving at static height on bags, but they can always air up their car a little bit in order to go over obstacles. So it's like really like maybe in the past there was that whole thing about static. I don't think so, not anymore. The technology's changed.
Yeah.
So you could drive slim on this, no problem.
And I probably plan to.
I hope so.
We're gonna. Super quick. It was super easy, and like, cause you're like, oh, we have to get parts, and I'm like, oh god, here we go, cause I know parts from Japan. I'm like, oh god, here we go. Wasn't even bad. Like, I'm not saying they're from Japan, but I just know from shipping from Japan, I know part-time weights. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be terrible.
And
Wasn't even
during
bad.
a pandemic too, right? Like,
That
let's
too.
not kid
Yeah.
ourselves.
And then literally, I gave them the coilovers last weekend, and what? 2 days later, you sent me a picture, and they were already done.
Yeah.
Like,
But you have to wait a little bit in order to
yeah,
get them
that's
back
not
to-
your turnaround time, but I'm just saying, the man's quick.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man. I appreciate it.
But I'm really happy that like I think dude, is the bag stage yet? I don't think there's any in like Ontario.
I don't think there's any in Ontario, maybe of all Canada. I don't want to say that yet, but I don't think so.
Vancouver, potentially, maybe.
Yeah, probably, but majority of them I know, and they're all just coils. I haven't seen a bagged one in Canada yet. I'll look into it a little bit more, so I'm not claiming that yet. You can make it official.
A couple keychains for you.
Ooh.
That, some of these neochrome or yellow ones. So, and then this is the one that we made. It was a collaboration with Low Lifestyles, Junk Styles in States, and then it was part of a USDM Jam event in Japan. So that's why if you see, here's the Blue Jay, but he's a low life badass. But here's the Canadian flag, there's the Japanese flag in the background, and there's the American flag, because it's supposed to be a compilation or like between Canada, Japan, and US. So these were made for events in the States. In the States, it would be represented by Low Lifestyles, Junk Styles. In Japan, by USDM Jam, who does a lot of like Japanese meets. And then, of course, me, when I used to do a lot of like the clothing, and I had like a brand. But this is like, we're going back 10 years ago, man.
Really?
So history. Yeah, Squeaky Clean was an actual brand back in the day, but I stopped doing it just because I got, you know, events and there's so many other brands out there. But this was like a legit clothing brand with like stickers and stuff like that.
Really,
I've
eh?
done all that.
And right there, it is official. Alright. Bags acquired. Carbon hood acquired. Now, for lunch. Five Guys, baby.
We're on 3 toward Hamilton.
Bitch. Stay there, bitch. Yo, somebody come get their mans, bro. Canberra gang, come claim your homie, bro. This man is dumped and cambered on the one side. Holy fuck.